What is up, guys? Hassan Malik back here again. And today I wanted to talk about something that we've briefly discussed in other videos, but have never really gone into in depth. So today we will be discussing the lack of Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones sets. Real quick before we get into the video, I did want to remind you guys that the giveaway for $100 worth of your choice of LEGO sets is still going on. All you have to do to enter is click on the card above or head over to the video with the thumbnail you're seeing now, be a subscriber and leave a comment, and you'll automatically be entered. Make sure you leave your comment on that video though, not this one. Okay, so let's get right into it. As I'm sure you all know, LEGO has been making Star Wars sets since 1999 with the release of The Phantom Menace. Since then, LEGO has made a total of 788 sets, or products to be more accurate. This total is including literally everything they have ever put out there, so all the polybags, promotional sets, mini builds, and of course the actual complete boxed sets. Out of these 788, only 32 of these sets are based on Attack of the Clones, which makes up only 4% of Star Wars sets LEGO has made. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, 4% doesn't seem that bad. I mean, there are a lot of Star Wars movies, and Episode 2 isn't the most memorable by any means. But to put things into perspective a little bit, The Force Awakens, which was released in 2015, makes up about 34 out of the 788 LEGO Star Wars sets, which is 4.3% of total LEGO Star Wars sets. It's only very slightly more, but the fact that this movie, which was released 5 years ago, has more sets than Episode 2, which came out 18 years ago in 2002, seems a little bit strange, right? Also, that total of 34 is being quite generous, since you may consider that number to be even higher if you include sets like the UCS Millennium Falcon, which includes minifigures from The Force Awakens, or the buildable BB-8, which is technically from The Last Jedi, but could certainly be considered a Force Awakens set too. Something that I find even more insane is the quality of sets LEGO has released based on Attack of the Clones, and the potential of sets based on the movie that they still haven't released. Let's really quickly take a trip back to 2013, which is in my opinion one of the best years of LEGO Star Wars ever made. At this time, LEGO was taking a yearly approach to the prequel films by dedicating entire years towards some of the prequel movies. In 2013, we saw a bunch of sets based on Attack of the Clones, the Clone Troopers vs. Droidekas Battle Pack, the Corporate Alliance Tank Droid, the Homing Spider Droid, Duel on Geonosis, the ATTE, and of course, the Republic Gunship. These are some of my favorite LEGO Star Wars sets ever made, and some of the most highly requested sets to be remade by the community. The Republic Gunship has been so highly requested by fans that LEGO is actually going to make it next year. And even the rest of these sets, like the ATTE, aren't just great sets for the figures, but have great builds, and to someone like me, that is what makes a LEGO set special. Another thing that I find pretty odd is how 2013 is the last time we received a live-action Count Dooku. That feels really strange considering how integral he is to the story of the prequels, whether that be through the films or the Clone Wars TV series. Episode 2 has some of the most visually unique looking LEGO Star Wars sets, for example the Bounty Hunter Pursuit from 2002. Just take a look at the colors, vehicles, and settings of this set. There really aren't that many LEGO Star Wars sets that look anything like this. Now, the sets that LEGO have already put out based on Attack of the Clones are fantastic, but there are also a whole bunch of sets from the movie that fans have been requesting for a very long time. The two main ones being Kamino and the Geonosis Arena. There have been a lot of very good fan-made versions of the Geonosis Arena, and I'm sure that you've seen most of these already. This is one of the most highly requested LEGO Star Wars sets by the fans, and it really feels strange that LEGO hasn't made a set based on it, considering that it takes place in the climax of the movie and is one of the most visually unique sequences in all of Star Wars. But as great as the Geonosis Arena would be, I personally would be far more interested in a LEGO Kamino. It is very strange that LEGO hasn't made this major location from the Star Wars universe. It was already a major location in the movies, but after all that the Clone Wars added to this planet, I think this would be one of the best LEGO Star Wars sets ever made. A moment that I'd love to see based on Kamino that isn't actually from Attack of the Clones is the Battle of Kamino from the Clone Wars TV show. All these points really hammer home the fact that LEGO needs to remake these Episode 2 sets, and not only that, but give us more sets based on the movie more often. Now, as to the reason we get so few Attack of the Clones sets, I'd mainly chalk this up to the fact that Episode 2 is probably the least interesting of the Star Wars movies. Well, it's not really the least interesting of the Star Wars movies, I actually find it to be quite good, but this movie is definitely one that the fans are typically the least interested in. Attack of the Clones definitely feels like the forgotten Star Wars film, even though I've always enjoyed it quite a bit. But even with the lack of interest from the fans, it doesn't really justify how few LEGO sets we've been getting from the movie. The fact that those Episode 2 sets are some of the most highly requested by the community really show that there is an interest in these sets. LEGO has also been putting out less unique sets more often. The leaked set list for 2021 is a great indicator of this. Fans are asking for all these different sets from Clone Wars Season 7, the prequels, and a whole bunch of other eras, but it looks like LEGO is just giving us more very typical original trilogy stuff like TIE Fighters and X-Wings. I think most LEGO Star Wars fans would be delighted to see sets like the Droid Factory, Geonosis Arena, and Kamino. It'd really feel like a breath of fresh air in what is seemingly becoming more of a bland LEGO theme. The point of my videos are always to start a conversation. And although we are a relatively small community, I think having more discussion on this topic could even hopefully bring this issue to LEGO's attention. And who knows, maybe we'll end up seeing more Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones sets soon. So make sure to voice your opinion about this down in the comments below, whether you agree that LEGO should make more Episode 2 sets or not. Any opinions are valid and welcome as usual. Also, make sure to let me know what sets you'd like to see from Attack of the Clones, and what your thoughts on the film are overall. And if you haven't gotten a chance to do so, make sure to enter the giveaway. But that will pretty much do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.